Hello, my name is Victoria Swan. I'm a retired medical technologist, so I worked in hospital laboratories for 20 plus years, and now I'm currently a substitute teacher, part-time. I work in any classroom, any grade. I want to share with you the most extraordinary experience that I had with Kuan Yin. And it was just so extraordinary to me because I had never been very involved with the invisible world. I thought only in science and mathematics, and that was wonderful. But as a student of Master Sha's, I had been trained by him and his teachers to learn about Kuan Yin and have the potential of becoming a lineage holder. So I was on my way to Toronto to a Kuan Yin retreat where I was going to be receiving the transmission that made me a lineage holder. So I was very happy, of course, and I was at the ticket counter getting my ticket arranged when a young Chinese woman comes running up with things handwritten on an envelope, hands it to my agent. She was a bit frantic and needed to get to this flight, didn't know where it was. Of course, it was in the international terminal. So I indicated to her that I would take her because she didn't know what our agent was saying. And so I did. I took her to the Chinese airline terminal and got the right ticket counter. And as she was arranging her ticket, which seemed to be going very well, thank goodness, I looked around for some potential people whom she could sit with and whom she could, keep company with. So I saw a couple that looked relaxed and happy, and I talked to them, and they were very happy to let her sit there with them. So when she was done, I was ready to go, but she didn't want me to go, and she sat down, so I just stayed for a few minutes. And so I did take my leave. I said, thank you, I need to go. And she jumped up and she said, Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin. I'm going like, how does she know I'm going to the retreat? And she said something else, and the Chinese gentleman said, she thinks that you are Kuan Yin. And I said, no Kuan Yin. I love Kuan Yin. I was trying to, create a separate identity. There's me and there's Kuan Yin, separate. But she insisted that I was Kuan Yin, and what can I do? I said, no, I'm honored, thank you, no. And I smiled, and then I took my leave. And I walked away, and then before I turned the corner, I turned around again. If they were looking, I would wave. And indeed, she not only was looking, she was just standing there, watching me. I was astounded. So I waved again, and I did a little bow, and I left. And I realized that the whole time that I was with her, there was something very different. Typically, I would have taken her. I would have been happy to take her. But I also would have been grumbling that my suitcase was so heavy, lugging it up a ramp that had a rug on it. And I was so hot wearing my coat because it was too big to carry, so I wore it. And so even though I would have done this good deed, I would have been complaining a little bit. But I had not complained at all. My sole concern was for her being reassured that she was going to the right place. She did calm down on the way, and I realized this was a perfect example to me that Kuan Yin gave me of embodying those qualities of Kuan Yin, the compassion. And I did not have concern for myself. I made sure I was okay, and I readjusted things so that I was a little bit more comfortable. But that was not my major concern, and I did not have those thoughts. It was absolutely incredible. So it's totally possible. I mean, I'm somebody who never thought about the invisible world before, but here I am, so close to Kuan Yin now, and I'm so eternally grateful. It's totally possible for anyone who has a desire. So I want to thank Kuan Yin for that experience because it really taught me a lot. And I want to thank Master Sha for making all of this possible, and all the teachers and fellow students who made it possible for me on the way. Thank you.